Have you ever felt?
Are you listening?
Our long-awaited question and answers with this wonderful lady. So let's get right into it. Question number 1. How did we meet?
We met through a mutual friend who will not be named for no reason. Yeah, she knew both of us very well and thought that we would be a suitable match is for each other. And then we met and got to know each other, and then we met through the families, and then we decided to get married.
So I'll tell you a really funny story about when we met. So my first question to you was something.
This is a bit personal.
Was something like, what do you want to get out of life? And what was your first question to me? Oh, she had a list. She brought her own list of questions, which is very organised. Question number 2. Describe marriage in 1 sentence. I'll let you do this first.
Serious hard work. That's not very positive, is it? But honestly, I think, especially with the increase in kind of the use of social media, I think there's this perception that relationships are all really, really happy and positive all the time. But the reality is that they are some of the time, but a lot of the time they're also hard work, and I think that's important for people to know.
Thanks for that 1 sentence.
Sorry.
I would say that anything in life worth having is difficult. Next question.
It's interesting that you're the centre of the shot. Thank you.
1 annoying characteristic about the other person. 1.
Do you want to start? Because if yours is really bad, then I've got to match it.
Okay, so 1. Well, this young lady is a bit. Well, she's a bit feisty.
Okay. So in what way is that annoying? You're not going to elaborate? Okay. Annoying characteristic. I think a lot of characteristics, sorry, it's just 1 sentence again. A lot of characteristics can be experienced by me as annoying. If we've had some kind of conflict, like clothes, like socks and dirty clothes being left everywhere. Literally everywhere. In every single room there's probably an item of everything's clothing that he's just left. But that doesn't annoy me so much when we're on good terms. So I think it depends on. Okay, I'll stop now.
Thanks for your
sentence.
Hardest day in our marriage. Okay, so I remember one day where I didn't want to go on holiday, and Darshan did, and we ended up going on holiday because she wanted to go on holiday. So we had an argument in the car, and was this that day? And then she had a water bottle. And so I stopped talking to her because I didn't want to continue the argument. So what she did was she started filling the cap with water and chucking at me while I'm driving on the motorway in Devon. I don't know if Devon has a motorway, but while I was driving, and by the end of the journey I think I was completely soaked. It'd been like I was in the shower, but I still didn't say anything. It was not a great experience.
Can I just say this was early on in our marriage?
Yeah, it's like the first day, I think.
No, it wasn't. Okay. It was like the first year, but I still regard that as early on because it's been 4 years and things have changed a lot since then. But
it's not water anymore.
No, yeah, I remember that. I found it very irritating that he was not responsive at all.
So the question is...
Sorry. Yeah. Hardest day of marriage. Oh. I think every time we have an argument, it's difficult. Those are the hardest days. And because I think arguments are difficult.
Thanks for answering the question of what was the hardest day in your marriage. Next question.
That's a very difficult question. Who came up with these questions anyway?
What was the best day in our marriage? So I think the best day for me was when our little boy was born. So the moment he came out, I just felt, it's undescribable, but it was like the biggest gift ever.
Yeah, that was really special.
And I can't explain what I felt. It was magical, and very grateful to God and to this lady for doing what she did.
Yeah, no, that was, I think there's two, again, not answering the question, 2 points in my life that were the best in terms of, I had the best days. One was very early in our marriage when we visited a meditation camp, and for the first time, well, actually it wasn't early, it was probably about a year into our marriage. We tried to tell us earlier, but when we kind of realised that we wanted the same things in life, and that was really powerful. And then, I think the week or so after baby was born, Bhagavatsingh was born, was really amazing because I felt very supported, and I just felt, I think I was a bit hormonal as well, so I was feeling a lot of love towards Harbir Singh. And just generally it was just a wonderful time. Yeah.
That brings me on to another question someone asked, is how has having a baby changed the dynamics in your marriage? So I think there's a perception that if you have a child, it makes it difficult to have a relationship as husband and wife, or makes it a bit more challenging. In one sentence, what's your response to that?
I think it's too difficult to sum it up in one sentence. I think I think it's developed our relationship in some ways, but also has probably led to us being less focused on our relationship, or less kind of less focused and kind of less just less focused.
I would say it helps, because you have this other member of the family which is this constant inspiration for trying to better yourself and trying to work on your relationship, so it becomes a bit more serious when you have a baby. That's my take on it. One thing that no one else knows about the other person, she's actually like pretty much blind, so if we go out together, I'm always a bit worried that she's going to end up in the wrong car. Or...
That's a boring one. Can you think of a better one?
But it works in the sense that if there's stuff around the house that's left there, or there's dust
I
balls,
don't see dirt.
she doesn't see it.
So when I clean, I have to put my glasses on. So it's not that frequently.
So in her eyes, the house is always clean.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, something that nobody knows about you. Gosh, there's a lot. Because you're quite a private person, I think, even though you're on social media everywhere. Can I have a minute to think before I answer this? Oh, there's something really embarrassing, but that's probably not appropriate. Another question instead, please. I can't think of one.
This is the last question.
I hope this is going to be edited, everything.
Some of it will be. And can you not lean so far away from me?
Yeah, but you're really leaning into me.
I have Dr. Darshan quick fire one sentence on the best thing that you can do for your marriage.
without a doubt, find some kind of shared spiritual purpose, I think. For us, I feel like meditation has been the thing and continues to be the thing that that brings us back to our purpose, our shared purpose, and enables us to kind of rise above just about conflict and difficulty and challenges and yeah,